Good morning, y'all. Happy Monday, new week. So, new opportunity to make money. So, for that sake, first I want to give God all the glory and all the thanks for waking me up this morning, the opportunity to trade, make money, and help others to make money. Also, guys, we have to be careful in the markets. Make sure that we're not just jumping into trades, but make sure that we're having a trade in plan when we get to the charts. With that said, I'm gonna go over, show you my charts, and then get busy as far as trading. All right. Um, Couple opportunities this week, but what I want to show you, market just opened. What I want to show you for today, we have news at 10 o'clock. So at 10 o'clock, we're gonna have um, news that can impact the market. So have to be careful if you're taking a trade. Make sure that you're taking that trade and you get out by 10. If not, the market can switch on you. All right. I think I have a couple alerts already in for the week that I was looking at. AMD was sure AMD was one. Amazon got down. Man, I was looking for Amazon to the upside. Um, at MA, everything basically got down this morning, guys, and I expected that simply because gold is pushing. So gold is pushing right now. So if gold is pushing, that means that you can expect the market to drop. What you could do is you could look at GLD. If you can't trade gold, then you look at GLD, and then as you can see, GLD gapped up, right? Big gap up from right here. So we have a big gap up from right here on GLD. Um, that's something that you could take a look at. Now, again, going into the market, I don't usually trade the first 15 minutes of the market. I like where certain things are at right now. I am bullish, just to let you know, I am bullish. So um, it's just waiting on certain things before I get into a trade. I'd like Google to the upside. So Google is a 3-1 right now, which is a very nice setup, right? So we're waiting for Google to break the inside week, not necessarily the day. I would like to see it break right here before I take it. Now the thing though is if Google breaks here, your first target is gonna be 168.28. That's gonna be your first target, 168.28. Um, if it breaks there. If it breaks the 168.28, then I think at that point we're gonna be breaking the monthly and we'll have a reversal on the monthly, which then the next target is gonna be VWAP at 172. And then right here at the body at so these will be my targets. I think if I put it in from right now, if you notice where VWAP is and where the body of this candle closes, if you notice, it's almost the same as VWAP, right? So those are gonna trigger. Let me make this red. Those are gonna trigger certain things. So I always use the body as a target instead of the wick. The wick is a target as well, but I always use the body first because a lot of times it will respect the body. So those will be the target if we have a break on Google on the week. So let me thought I had put this in. Did they change this shit up? I don't like how they change up trading view. You have to go in different um oh, Google just gave me a long. Did you set that up? Was that my Google alert?
No, because keep writing. I'm just saying it was something showing. I said Passar Google.
That is my Google alert.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that one was yours.
All right, guys. So Google just gave me an alert for longs. So I'm gonna take Google calls. My alert just went off for Google. So anytime my alert goes off for Google, I always take it.
God. Okay. We're in it.
All right, so we're in Google Long right now.
You're in a 167.50.
167.50 longs. Now, the reason why I get into this is because my Google alert told me to get into it. I've already put certain things lined up with my alerts for Google. So anytime I get that alert, I always get into Google. Now, um, could I had wait for it to break my alert? Yes, I could have wait till it break my alert for 166.72, but it already gave me an alert that I'm used to. So because it gave me my alert, then I'm getting in it at that point. So right now, my average cost on that is 172. Okay, so my average cost on the Google calls is 172. So if you guys are chiming in right now, the only thing I'm in right now is Google calls. I just jump into Google calls, 167.50 Google calls. Where's my thing at? All right, guys, what's up? What's up, TikTok? What's up, Discord? So again, the only thing I'm in is Google calls. So we're in Google calls one right now, 167.50.
10%.
We're
Over 10.
up, we're up 10% right now on the Google calls. We're up over 10% right now on Google calls. All right.
Where you going? Where's the target? The orange line?
Now, with me, I always recommend this is one thing I'm always going to recommend. Okay. Once you're at 10%, I always recommend trim some of your contracts. Okay. No matter what, just trim some of your contracts. When you up, right, even though you know that it's going a certain target, you want to make sure that you're taking profit. Okay. All right. So let me see. My Google calls is based on my 1 hour. Oh my gosh. Look at my 1 hour chart.
That was a good one. Off rip.
Off rip. All right. So a lot of stocks are turning green right now. This is the end of the last 5 minute. New 5 minute coming in. Where we at on that?
Remember, it's Monday, so
All right, guys. So for those of you who just joined, right now I'm in Google Calls. That's the only thing I'm in right now. I'm in Google Calls. My alert went off for Google, so that's why I jump into Google. Like I said, if you guys have did your back testing, if you've done certain things and you have your alert set up, so once something goes off, you're taking it, then take it. So my Google alert went off. So once my Google alert went off, I took it. The the contract was up over 10%. So whoever had jumped in, you could have trimmed a little bit over 10%. We're still in it right now. So we're seeing a little pullback. This is the first 15-minute candle. So we're seeing a little pullback, testing VWAP on the 5 minute right now.
you can go over all the time frames. 1 hour.
You have a lot of rejection up here. One hour crossing a Fisher. 4 hours at 3. 4 hour bounce off the 200. This is looking real good long term, guys. As far as the smaller time frame, all right, can't really tell. But when you look at the higher time frame, this is looking really good, especially on a 4 hour. 4 hour right now, we just created a bullish engulfing candle on the 4 hour. And then on top of that, I have um, the 4 hour testing the 200, bounce off the 200 to the upside. So that's a good look for Google right now, especially on the 4 hour candle. Again, I am bullish on Google. Okay, I am bullish on Google. Um, Remember, this is Monday, so anything can happen. We can have pullbacks, and then it drop down. Then it continue earlier on in the week. So that's why I always say, make sure you're taking profit. Make sure you're taking profit on your trades. All right. If we break, if we break, because originally my my entry for Google was gonna be 166.70. That was my original entry for Google. But the only reason why I took Google early is because my 1 hour chart gave me alert, right? Anytime my alert goes off for Google, I don't, it doesn't matter. I'm taking it. Okay. Anytime my alert goes off for Google, I'm taking it. Point blank, period. So right now we're in Google. Uh, we're in profit a little bit over break even. Earlier we was up way over. Like I said, we was up over 10%. That's why I said, guys, when you get in your contract, sometimes you want to scale out of your trades, right? You want to scale out of your trades. Right now, this is a new 15-minute candle. So the new 15-minute candle, we want to see a break to the upside of the new 15-minute candle. If we break right here, we most likely will break day high. Okay. We'll set off that alert that I have at 166.72. If we break 15-minute right here. Now, continue. If we break 166.72, then our next target is going to be 168. We're breaking right now. We didn't break yet. But my next target is going to be 168.24, followed by 170.
So we're up 10% again. Oh, what you say?
Right here, we haven't broke yet. 166.43. Oh, we did break. We did break, but just by 1 cent. Okay, here we go. Here we go with the push right here, guys.
Want me to? Is it pushing?
Yeah, it's pushing right now. Let's hold right here. We're in a lot of sell level right here, guys. So if you want, I'll say we have 3 minutes here on the 5 minute. We have 3 minutes here on the 5 minute. We could push right here, but remember, there's a that day high could count as a resistance level as well. Okay, so if you want, you could trim some over here. We're already up over 10%. So if you want to take some off, you could take some off right here. Got quite a few sell level. What's up, Chase? What's up, Lucas? We have quite a good sell level right here. If you guys are chiming in right now, I'm trading options. Okay, I'm trading options. So right now we're in a Google call 170, 167.50 call, up a little over 10% right now on the Google calls. Looking for the break of this 167.70. 166.70. Looking for the break of 166.70. If we break right here, then 168.24 is going to be the next target. So here we go. Here we go. We're going to have this push right here. If we push, then just remember we have news at 10 o'clock. Okay. We have news at 10 o'clock. So remember, you want to make sure you're taking some type of profit before 10 o'clock because the market can come back down. It can also rip, but make sure you're taking some type of profit. $45 seconds left in this 5 minute. We have 10 more minutes left in the 15 minute. We're looking good as far as
Google process. So that means it broke.
okay, so my Google just broke, guys.
So we're up 20%. So if you guys want to trim some, you can.
All right, so my Google alert just broke. So now, in a case where I wasn't in the trade before, now is where I probably would have been looking to get in the trade. Okay. because now I have the bullish look on the daily. This just broke the week. So I have a 3-1 setup on the week. So my target at this point is going to be 168.24. Okay, 168.24 is the first target. Followed by, we're going to have some kind of, right there as far as the resistance, 169.26. And then, of course, 170. 170 is a psych level, okay? 170 is a psych level. So you're going to have some kind of thing happening there where people might be taking profit at 170.
Don't put a trailing stop, just let it be.
Don't put no trailing stop. Yeah. Don't put no trailing stop. The only way I'm getting out of this right now is if it come down and break the 5. And I might be at that point close to break even, which is a crazy part, but
No, you might be in a negative.
I might be in a negative.
You let it come all the way back down.
Yeah, the only way I'm getting out of this is if it breaks the previous 5. That's the only way. We're up over 20% right now. It came back down, so we're up a little bit over 10% on this. That little pullback from that one, what was the high of this? 166.90, 166.90 to 166.57. Let's say even 50. That's a 40 cent drop. That brought us back down right at 10%. Okay. So that shows you that sometimes your profit, that's why I said, I always say this, you got to make sure that you're taking some type of profit. Okay. Don't leave nothing to chance. Don't say, oh, this is going to run. No, make sure you're taking profit. Make sure you're taking profit. Now, there's no top. There's no top on this 5-minute candle. Okay. So because there's no top on this 5-minute candle, I'm expecting it to go back up because there's no top on this 5-minute candle. So whoever is joining in right now, I'm in Google 170, 167.50 calls. I already trimmed some of my contracts, guys. So when I'm telling you guys to trim, I follow what I say. Okay. So I already trimmed some of my contracts. Um, right here is coming back down. If it breaks this 5-minute, which my wife did tell me, is gonna be almost at break even. I'm almost at break even at this point. My average contract is 172. Okay. My average contract is 172. So I feel good about this pushing back up. Reason why I feel good about this pushing back up, it doesn't have a wick on top of the 5, but it can come back down. Remember, we have news at 10 and we have all this sell level right in here. Okay. We have a lot of sell pressure right in here. We're above VWAP on the 5. We can come back down here, test VWAP, and then push back up. We're above VWAP on the 15-minute as well. Okay. So we can come back down. I don't like the idea of this turning red. I don't like the idea of the 15-minute candle turning red. Right. But we are bullish on the day and we are bullish right now on the week because it broke the weekly. So the target for it on the weekly is going to be right up here at previous week high. Now, why does our thing keep on coming up? So now this is the thing, right? Because we're in the beginning of the week. Remember, today is Monday. We have 4 more days left. Even though the target is 168, we can come all the way back down, right? We can come all the way back down. It could do like what it did last week, come all the way back down and test VWAP, 157, 158. You never know, okay? We can't control the market, but what we can control is when we get in and when we get out of a trade. So that's why I always say make sure that you're trimming when you're getting in trades, okay? I always trim something at minimum 10%. I don't like taking less than 10%, but I like to take at least something off at 10%. Okay. And then start trimming as it pushes up. But I like Google on all time frames, 30-minute. We are coming into some level right here, guys. So there's a lot of sell level right here. But again, we're bullish on the day. We broke to the upside on the day. Let's see right here.
Guys, don't make sure you follow. Click at the top and make sure you follow George. Just one tap.
Yeah, also guys, make sure you're following me. If you're not following me right now, make sure you go ahead and click follow. Make sure you give me some hearts. I mean, if y'all making money, let me know y'all making money. Um
And TikTok, we're working on getting the screen so y'all can see his chart soon. So if
yeah.
you follow, you'll get hopefully the next one. He'll have his screen so you guys can see, just like Discord and YouTube and all the other platforms are seeing.
Yeah, right now the only place that's not seeing my charts is TikTok. Okay, but I'm very detailed with my trade as far as when I get in a trade, why I get in a trade, and what I'm seeing. Okay, it's not me just doing a call out and saying, "All right, get into this," because no, I'm watching a lot of things. I have to have certain confirmations before I get into a trade. Right, I have to see at least two or three good signs, not two or three. I have to see at least three signs of good momentum or something to confirm it. I'm not just going to go off of one thing. Now, this morning, when my Google alert went off, I took it because that I've already studied and went through and back tested. So anytime my Google alert go off, I'm immediately taking that. Okay. Now, if I take it right as it went off, I would have been up more than what I
Oh yeah,
was.
for sure.
Right. I would have been up more because my wife saw it and be like,
I didn't
this
think it was. I thought it was something else.
yeah, anytime Google goes off, it's always that. So um but yeah, guys.
That was my fault. So y'all would have been up at least 30-40%.
Yeah. All right, so right here, remember we have news coming in at 10 o'clock. Okay, remember we have news coming in at 10 o'clock. We have ISM service PMI. Okay, coming in the next 2.5 minutes.
And right now we're about roughly about 10% because of the drawdown.
So I'll say this, right? I'm in Google calls right now. I'm up on my
10%.
Google calls. I'm up 10% on my Google calls right now, right? For those of you who are joining in, do I recommend you getting in right now? I'm going to be real with you. Probably not. I'm going to tell you no. Don't get in right now because news coming in at 10 o'clock. So I already trimmed some of I already trimmed some of my contracts. So at this point, if Google start falling, I can
Trigger
close
another
out.
trigger.
I can close out for a minimal loss at that point on the rest of my contracts, but I still will be in the green for the day. Okay. So that's why I'm saying, like, with this, I am bullish on Google. Just to make sure, I'm telling you, I am bullish on Google. So if you want to jump in on the trade, you can. But I'll wait for news to come in. News can come in and we can drop back down and then bounce back up. Okay. So we'll see in the next minute. Or we could push. Now, if you're looking at my chart right here, there's a lot of sell level right in here at the 166, between 166.27 and 160, no, 167. Between 167.25 and 168. There's a lot of sell pressure right in there. Okay. So because there's a lot of sell pressure, we might hit that level, bounce back off. If the news come in and it comes in good, we might push right through that. Okay. A lot of times you'll see something right there, and all it takes is news to push right through it. And then you just start seeing a momentum to the upside. 21 seconds here. what I hate about this. All right, here we go. See how that big push come in right here, guys? Look at the big push. Look at the big push. We're still hitting resistance though, okay?
There's a gap on that behind.
Still hitting resistance right here. So let's look for the big push. We had a double inside on a 5 minute. We pushed to the upside. So we should continue up. Okay. We should continue up.
We spiked up to 20%, but it was a gap. Now it's settling.
Right here. If we break below the 5, then I'm out. But we should push right here.
We will push.
My wife say we will push.
We will push.
My wife say we will push. We pushing.
We will.
We pushing.
We pushing.
We pushing.
Let's go. Push it, baby.
We pushing.
Let's go.
Back over 20% on this, guys.
Let's get it.
Hi, Pam from Dallas. What's up? What's up? So we're back over 20% on Google right now.
I just need that one little.
Hey, if Google breaks this right here, guys, we're going to push. Now, remember I said there's some sell level, but the news is what we needed to push through the sell level. We have that big push up. So here we go on this push right now.
Yeah.
Here we go on the push right now. We're breaking this 15. We're testing it. We didn't break it yet. Okay, we're testing it right now. Again, I'm bullish on Google on a bigger time frame. On a higher time frame, I'm bullish on Google. Okay, so Google target, my first target on Google is 168.24. 168.24 is my first target on Google. Okay, Google already broke. Google already broke the day and it broke the week high. Okay, we're having some type of resistance up here at this level right here. Okay, so let's see what's going on and let's just be patient.
Still got time.
Yeah. For you guys that are new to trading, one thing that I always recommend is you gotta look, even though because I've traded a lot of different assets, right? And one of the things is you have to make sure that you're paying attention to news and what's coming out. And that's me looking at like used to trade Forex. Still do, but not as much, right? But when trading Forex, you want to make sure that you see news and all that stuff because you'll be up a lot and then all of a sudden news come in and you're not paying attention to news and then you're down because you'll get this spike down or spike up, right? So a lot of times you have to trail when it comes to you doing Forex. Now, with options, it's a little bit different. Options, you can be up 20%, and in that same candle, you could be down 20%. Okay. So that's why I always tell people with options, you got to make sure that you're taking your trims. You got to make sure that you're taking some type of profit. We already took profit. We already scaled out of few of our contracts. Right now, we're still holding on to Google. But I'll get out if I have to because I'm not going to let the trade go red on me. Right now, this level at 160, 166.90, that level, that 167 level, those numbers, you have to remember those numbers, people will sell at those numbers, okay? People will be selling at those numbers. So you have to pay attention to that. The 15-minute candle went up, reject off that level, came right back down. This 15-minute candle went up. It didn't break the high. If we broke the high, we're still looking good. But we didn't break the high. We're tested, pull back. We still have 10 minutes in this candle, right? But I'm not gonna let my trade go red. Crazy thing is, they probably drop it down to VWAP right here at 165.
Not before that.
Yeah, I know you.
Oh, I would have been out already. Because I was gonna put my chilling stop at 220%. But you play games with me today.
so
I'm
so
just
so
listening to you
I'm gonna
today.
let y'all know, right?
I don't play.
I'm gonna let y'all know. So we have a team right here. Y'all looking at me right now, but I have a team going on right here. It's me and my wife that trade every morning. While I'm looking at the charts, she's pulling the trigger on everything. So she's the ones that's taking profit all the time. Typically, when we're up by 20% or more, she put in a trailing stop. So we would have already been out the trade, but because I'm saying certain
Because she
things,
wants us to stay.
that's why, right? So right now we're still in profit, but we're very close to break even back again. So guys, that's why I always stress take profit. Okay, that's why I always stress take profit. Higher time frames though, we are bullish. Okay, this is a new 1 hour candle. That's why this is the new 1 hour candle, guys.
But that could come all the way back down to
Yeah, it could come out. That's what I'm saying. 165.91. But this could come all the way back down to 165.75.
So you need to make a decision. You have 1 step left to tell me what's what.
If it breaks the 15, then I'm out. If it breaks
You're
the
going to be in a negative at that point. I'm not trying to go green. Just go red.
if it breaks the 15, then we're out. That's why we took profit earlier, right? And trim. If it breaks the 15, we're out.
It's gonna push. Right.
Don't mess with me right now. Okay?
Right back up.
Don't mess with me right now.
Right back up.
So a lot of times, guys.
Mindset. That's what we always say.
Hey,
right? What if it
hey,
does?
so for me, it's I have to see a certain thing happen before I get out of a trade. While
me, I like to put a trailing stop, and once I take my money.
So there's the yin yang.
It's a give and take.
There's the yin yang part, right? But if we had waited, for the day to break to get into this, we would have been down in our trade right now and holding. Okay, we would have been down in our trade and holding if we had waited for that.
Google alert.
But we have our Google alert set up. I like the trade to the upside regardless.
So are you gonna just what? Keep it for the week?
No.
Exactly then.
No.
So I'm gonna take my profit. I like to test him, y'all, but we at 10% again.
All right, so back up 10%.
The emotional roller coaster.
After going back to break even, right? After going back to break even, back up.
We go 100% today.
Yo, you know the crazy thing is, and this is the emotional roller coaster that I'm talking about, guys, because earlier we was up over 20%, and then we came back down, and then we was right at break even, and then you're questioning yourself, be like, man, what the hell, man? Why didn't I take profit? This is the reason why I tell y'all to trim. So you don't have to. No, so you don't, because couple things are gonna happen. Number one, your psychologically, it's gonna mess with you, right? Yeah. Psychologically, it will mess with you, okay? To where you're saying, man, is this for me or not? So because you was up 20%, you didn't take any profit, and imagine now you're down 20%. And what normally happens is when you're up 20%, it come back down to break even. You start sweating. You say, yo, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Now, in my case, if I didn't take any profit, if it broke the 15-minute, I would have been out, right? Because it's showing a reversal on the 15-minute. So now instead of being up 20% and take some type of profit, I just took a loss because now I'm gonna be below my entry
But that was
level.
an example. He ain't take no loss, y'all.
Now that's an example, but that's what I'm talking about. That's why I said, like, you have to make sure you're taking trims. I've done a lot of trading, know a lot of people that trades, been in groups, all that different stuff, and I'm seeing people that take 5% profit. I've talked to
Shoot, I know
people.
somebody took one.
I've talked to people who look for 1% profit, right? Now, with that, you
It's all in
have
the
to,
bag.
but you just have to make sure that you have a trading plan in place. And my trading plan is, I'm not taking no losses on something that I was up over 10% on. I'm gonna trim some, regardless of wherever I see the target going. And yes, I am bullish on Google. Yes, my first target is 168 24. It's $1.50 away from it. But still, I'm no matter what, I'm gonna take profit on that. No matter what. If it goes to 168, I'm gonna be up close to 100%. If it goes up today, I'm gonna be at close to
And it will.
100%. Right? And it will. It will. Positive thinking, right?
Exactly. Always.
Positive thinking. 3 minutes left in this 15-minute candle. Let's go. Let's go. We're back up. We're over 10%.
Yes, sir.
My wife got her finger on the trigger,
Right,
boy.
sure do. Preview order. I ain't playing with you. We gonna have a good Monday.
My wife have her finger on the trigger right now. Y'all don't know. But I don't see no reversal on the 15-minute time frame. So that's why I'm still in the trade. But again, if you're looking at my charts, there's a lot of sell pressure up here in that 160, that 167 range. Okay. 167 range, there's a lot of sell pressure right in that area right there. So just make sure that you're paying attention to your trades. Make sure that you're taking trims. If you don't already take trims, just be careful with this right now. We should push, guys. I'm gonna say that we should push. Okay.
That's a 2-2 or so on the
2 reversal on the 5 going up. So we should push. The thing right now is, let me show you something. On the day, we don't have to think about it, right? The target will hit. It will hit, right? The target will hit. Sometime this week it will hit. Based on a weekly chart, if y'all looking at a weekly chart, we have a reversal to the upside, not a reversal to the upside, but we have a 3-1 setup, right? Which is a bullish engulfing candle followed by an inside bar, right? Followed by an inside candle. An inside candle is, it didn't break the top or the low of the candle. So when it break my inside candle to the high, it's gonna go to the target should be the high of the previous candle. That high is 168.24. Okay. So that's my target. Now that's on a weekly time frame. On a daily time frame, right? If you look at Google, Google moved the last day Google moved, it was the low was 163.66, high 166. So that was like a $3 move, okay? A $3, yeah, $3 move. For today, okay? The low on Google, 164.44, high 166.92. So Google already moved $2.50. Still have at least 50 cents in the move. I always look at how much Google moved for the day. Okay. You always look at stuff like that. So say for instance, if Google had moved $6 in one day, right? There's no way. I don't care where there's no way I'm jumping in a call if I see Google move $6 for the day. Google don't normally move, like, make that big of a move on a daily basis. So when you see a $6 move in Google and you say, "Oh, I'm bullish," and then you're going in, what could happen is you go in at 10 or 11 o'clock because you jump in, FOMO. Hey, everybody making money. You go jump in at 10, 11 o'clock. Well, Google already moved $6. So what's going to happen? You jump in when Google moves $6 up. So now Google is going to retrace all day. Your contract is getting eaten up, right? So because your contract is getting eaten up, you're losing value. So the next day when Google start pushing up, or if Google push back up to the high, say for instance Google retrace $3 down. When Google go back up to the high for the day, you're still down. Okay, you're still down. So those are things that you have to make sense out of when you're going into trades. Okay, and I've done it enough to know certain things. So if I'm calling out a trade, I'm gonna be in that trade. And I'm gonna tell you when I'm scaling out. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm not scaling out. So that's one of the things that I do in my live call outs. Um right now I'm doing a live on YouTube. Um right now and in my Discord group as well. So with that said, guys, we're still in Google calls, still watching Google calls. New 15-minute candle. We have an inside bar on a 15-minute candle. I don't like this consolidation right area right here because it's just consolidating at this point. Need to see a push though. Need to see a push. What's this? 30-minute. 30-minute is an inside bar. 30-minute looking good as well. Everything is above VWAP, right? Everything is above VWAP. But right here, if it breaks my 15-minute, then I'm out. Just to let you know, if it breaks my 15-minute candle, I'm out.
But what if it don't? Then you ride it.
If it don't, then I'm riding. My wife got her finger on the trigger, boy.
Tomorrow you're gonna wake up and his bed will be gapped up.
Probably. Probably. Let's look at the monthly on this.
Inside hasn't made a decision yet. It's close
Yeah.
to it. 168.24. When it hit your target, it's gonna break the monthly.
Yeah.
Then VWAP.
I mean,
I
out
mean, it
one.
is looking real good though.
Yeah, it looks
That was one of my
it looks
Google
great.
watch lists. I like Google.
Yeah, it looks great to the upside. But it could also create a lower low. Okay, so it also could create a
I
lower
have some
low.
other stocks on my list too.
So what you have to pay attention to is if it break, my target is 168.28, but if it break 168.28, then the next
24.
24, then the next target is, like I said, the next target will be 172, which is right at VWAP on the monthly. So you got to pay attention to that.
Remember, I said I was looking at Starbucks. I was looking at.
Oh,
I
all
had
right.
yo. Right now, technology is bullish. We're to the upside. It broke on that for technology sector.
Yeah, I'll have Google right there. I know we was looking at Starbucks for a play to the upside as well. Okay, so good. Starbucks is pulling back. So I like that. I like that. I like that.
Still
I like that.
inside.
Yeah, but I like that.
Uh,
I like when it
is it
does that.
4 hour?
This is actually on
VWAP.
the VWAP. Hmm.
Let me see the 4 hour.
Hmm.
What other time frames?
Hmm. Risk it. Nah.
Consider risky for the biscuit. You
Nah.
tripping.
Nah. Look
It
at
still
this.
could come down.
Look at that. Look at that.
Some of them we can't risk for the biscuit, y'all. Gotta give it
Nah.
time. Oh well.
Yeah.
Nah, man, it's right
Nah,
below VWAP. It's
it's
sitting
below
on the
it's
200.
below
It's in
VWAP.
a sticky
Yeah,
situation for
yeah,
the 1 hour. I'm
yeah,
not comfortable yet. If it was above
yeah,
VWAP,
yeah.
yeah.
It's below VWAP on the 1 hour
And all
and
my
right
time
on
frames
this.
is showing red right now. So that one I'm gonna have to hold off on for a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. But how
Let's see,
how
did
it
it
look
keep going down?
how it look on the no 30 minutes is gonna be
Still
yeah
sitting on it.
30 minute
Everybody's sitting on it.
on that too. But the weekly The weekly is right at VWAP.
Yeah, you're gonna have to buy this and just hold. I wouldn't necessarily.
Weekly is right on VWAP. I would. The thing is, that drop is can be massive though. At 75, you would have to hold it down to 75, which is that's not.
Uh-huh.
I would rather wait for the break of
Correct.
85.
I'd rather be safe and know that it's enforced.
Yeah, I would rather wait for the break at 85 to take this.
Okay, so I had something else. What else did I?
Oh shit! But this drop a lot.
So
Guys, we're still in Google, okay? We're still in Google.
Amazon, if it breaks daily, I never even looked back at Amazon.
Amazon, we was bullish. I was bullish on Amazon last week.
It never broke it yet.
It never broke it yet. I was bullish on Amazon last week.
No, it's not daily.
Amazon gapped down though. So that's the thing. Amazon gapped down. I saw that this I saw that this morning that Amazon gapped down.
Okay, Carnival, CCL.
I like Amazon though.
But it didn't do what it needed to do yet. Go in a small time frame and see if it did any kind of reversal.
Nah.
It's hitting on the 200.
Nah, that could reject the 200 right here. Reject the 200. If we close
There's
above
other
the
plays.
200.
I'm not forcing nothing. Yeah. So let's go to the next one.
Next one is which one?
CCL.
CCL.
You might not have it up.
Guys, we're still in Google calls. 167.50 calls. Google is right at my level. It needs to break that level. CCL is shit.
It did move. That was on my list. That was on my list. Look, VWAP. Damn.
A 120 call. We could do a swing on this, babe. Oh yeah.
It just broke weekly.
Fuck.
I mean, how much? Don't want to force it, but shades. You know what? I did not put my alert. That's the only reason I didn't catch that.
I'll do a swing on I'll do a swing on Carnival at the end of the day, if anything. I'll wait. I'll see if it pulls back, and if it pulls back, give me a better entry before I go into it. We will hit $20 for sure. So I have $20 is gonna be the next level, guys. I mean, just the smart thinking of it. When you look at it, $20 is gonna be your next level. Psych level is it just counts, right? So $20 is gonna be your next level. Look left and you'll see,
guys, CCL.
CCL. So if you're looking right now, CCL Carnival, that's gonna be the next level. $20 is gonna be your next level to hit on Carnival.
Then I had IBM and FIS. Those are my last two that I had. IBM. Moved already. $2.25.
Yeah, IBM moved. That was on a daily that you was looking for it. Oh fuck. Yeah. Come on, babe.
I know. Trust me. That going forth, that would be a nice reversal for the monthly. That was a good one. All my plays that I gave was just turning out. I just didn't put the alert.
That was your fault.
There it is. Okay, FIS. Let me see what that one's doing now. It's hurting. All of these are hurting.
No.
Well, that's what is that, the day?
Yeah. There's no top.
There's no top.
Yeah, there
is. Is it a weekly? I'm waiting for that to break the weekly.
It's like it moved $2 for the week.
For the day. Where?
This is a weekly. This is weekly.
Just depends because this sure don't look like it.
On a day, 78. Yeah, $1 a day.
Mm.
Yeah, you'll get $1 a day move out of it. Some of the times, guys, when you buy stocks like this and it don't move much, you could get really chopped up in these, right? Because it doesn't move much for the week. So you have to be really careful. When you're buying these, you could buy them, but maybe you get a longer contract on them. Okay. Maybe you want to take a longer call on it. So, for instance, you take like a month call because these contracts are not going to be expensive anyway. The contracts on these might be $2, $3 for a month out. Like CCL contracts are not expensive. So great way to start, are great thing to play if you're just getting in. That's a great stock to play. If you say, for instance, you're starting out with a couple $100, like, 400, $500, then you could play, you could trade CCL. You could trade SPY, same day contracts, but even with SPY now, SPY contracts have gotten a little bit more expensive. Right here, we're already seeing FIS bouncing back to the upside. Just in that little time that we were on, we already seen it bouncing to the upside to turn green at this point. Yeah, we have a 3 right now on here, sitting on that 15-minute. Oh yeah, this is good. So this will be good if we close right here. Again, guys, we're in Google. So if you guys are just joining right now, we're still in Google calls. We're still in Google calls. We're watching Google right now. 3 minutes left in this 15-minute candle, but we're just going over other trades that we had looked at for the week, other setups that we looked at for the week, and see if they already triggered or not. One of them already triggered, which was IBM. IBM already triggered to the upside. Um, Google, I was watching because I'm bullish on Google. So Google is moving again. I want to see Google break the previous 15-minute candle. We're having a lot of rejection right at this area. Okay. We have a lot of rejection right at this area. So if anything, my stops are continuously moving up to the break of a 15-minute candle. So if I see any reversal on the 15-minute candles, I'm gonna be out. On the higher time frames though, on the higher time frames look good on Google. Okay. We're looking good on the higher time frames on Google. The 1 hour, the 4 hour looks amazing. On Google, bouncing off the 200. I mean, the 4 hour, the next stop on the 4 hour is 172.50 on the 4 hour. Okay. So you're talking about it could get there within 3, 4 days because 4 hour, nothing goes straight up, guys. Nothing goes straight up, but you can have something to where it goes to 170, hit 170, have some type of pullback, and then go back up. Okay. So you have to pay attention to that and make sure that you're taking your profit. Right now, like I said, that 160 at 166.90 level have some heavy resistance. Okay. We hit 166.90, rejected. 166.89, rejected. 166.85, and we come back down. Okay. So we're creating lower lows on a 15-minute time frame, but we also creating higher lows on the 15-minute time frame. So in a sense, we could go either direction, bullish, of course, on Google, but just watching it overall. Make sure that if you got in earlier with me, you make sure you take at least some trims off. You should already been up over 10%, close to, you should have been over 20% if you took it when I took it, because we was over 20% and we trimmed over 20%. So that's what I'm talking about. So with this coming in, let's see, we got 24 seconds left in this, and we have another inside bar. So right here, my stop is going to be the 15-minute candle. A break below the 15-minute candle, and I'm going to be out. I'm going to hold this and keep holding it. But once it break the 15-minute low, I'm going to be out. So we have another inside bar on the 15 minutes. So we have a double inside on the 15-minute. So a push in any direction, a break in any direction, a break at the 15-minute high tells us we're going to push. A break of the 15-minute low tells me we could come all the way back down. What is this? FIS. FIS is looking good, babe. It's still a thing though. It's still bearish on the day. So, but that looks good. There was a gap right here. The gap is all the way down here though at 77.10. So for those of you who are joining in right now, I'm in Google Calls. Google Calls, I'm in the 167.50 calls. Okay, 167.50 calls. If it breaks, now with the Google, I already took some trims off my Google. So with that, if it breaks this 15-minute candle, I'm out. If it breaks to the downside, I'm out. We have a double inside bar, which means it didn't break the high. We're creating higher highs, but we're also creating lower highs on the 15-minute candle. So make sure that you're paying attention to that. So a break above, and we're going to go towards my target, which my target is 168.24. A break below, and we could come all the way back down. We could come down to 165.19, followed by day low. Yeah, day low. Or we could come down and bounce off of VWAP.
Why my internet just really repeat that? Oh, I was wondering what was going on.
Let me see what's going on other stuff.
So
Is the
can
market?
we look? Yeah, go ahead.
See some. Look like I'm about to close Google, guys. If it breaks the 15, I'm gonna close Google. If it breaks the 15, I'm closing. What time is it? Is this?
Make no excuses.
Nah.
As soon as I see the number 2, I'm out. Not playing with you.
Bullish, babe.
We are.
We're bullish.
We are. Then you need to find another reversal or something later.
Look, it's inside bar on the 30. All right.
It broke.
It broke. All right, I'm closing Google, guys.
Wow.
I'm closing Google.
Your profit.
Not letting my trade go red. So I'm still above. So I'm taking the rest of my profit on Google. I hate this shit because sometimes what will happen, it'll go to VWAP and bounce right off, but it's okay. So one green trade for the day.
That's it. You're good. I'm not trying to force nothing.
So we're green for the day on Google right now. Now, what I would look for in Google, I don't sit at the charts all day, guys. I got 30 minutes. My hard stop on trading is 11 o'clock.
Yeah, but if
right?
32.
Huh?
Some days, like today.
10:30 with 11 o'clock is my hard stop. 11 o'clock is for sure my hard stop, right? So I already got out of Google. It showed a 2 to reverse. It showed a reversal to the downside. When you have a double inside bar, and this is what I'm gonna teach in my boot camp. Just certain things that when you see certain things happening, you just want to get out. You like it's okay to get back in when you see another push to the upside or reversal to the upside. So for Google, I'll get in back into Google calls if Google continue down and I see some type of reversal back to the upside on the 15-minute, then I'll take Google calls again. But right now, Google is pushing back to the downside. We had a double inside, a break of the 15-minute. So we could come back down. The first target is going to be 166. It can come down to VWAP and bounce off of VWAP, which is right at 166.09 is right at VWAP, but it can also come back down to day low. Okay. If we break there and we have this sell off, we could come all the way back down to day low. So there's stuff to pay attention to and make sure that you're taking profits. SPY just reversed on the 15-minute to the downside. So we could see a sell off on SPY as well. SPY is still above VWAP on the 15, just like Google is. No. You have to be patient with SPY. All right, so right now, if you're joining in, guys, I'm not in no trades. We took the Google trades, and we're profitable on Google. So I saw a reversal on Google on the 15 minutes, so that's why I got out of Google, okay? Know when to cut your trades. You got to know when to hold them. Know when to
walk away. Yo, I grew up on that song because anytime they play cards, that's what they sing.
Oh man. Now, do I believe Google is gonna rip and go back up to the upside? I believe Google is gonna go back up. I'm bullish on Google.
Believe that.
But man, oh man, oh man.
Today's Monday.
Man, oh man, oh man.
Sometimes somebody exactly what it did. It went to VWAP, which you said.
Yeah,
and
bounce back. Right? SPY looks good to the upside as well, but look at the consolidation on SPY. Like
that area. But
like
hey, if you want a quick little profit,
the consolidation on SPY is crazy right now. Look at that. Go up, reject, come back down. But yeah, so right here, SPY could push up to 165. 165 is the next target on SPY. SPY looking good to the upside. Google gonna do me dirty though. Google gonna do me dirty. Google gonna do me dirty.
I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and watch this with you.
No, I know you're not.
Unless you about to do something. What's that, a Tesla?
Shaka, 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 shaka.
Yeah, you got 6 minutes. Oh no.
Oh, we got a reversal coming up on Tesla, guys. Let me see the day.
Take a look at all the time frames really quickly.
Oh, we got a reversal coming up on Tesla. 86.
277 call. Let me see.
Look at fucking Google, dog. Like 1 hour.
On the trigger.
4 hour. Day. Week. Month. Look where it went for the month and turned back around. Oh, it went up and tested VWAP. My gosh. Tesla not to make sure that when you take these trades, you're taking them
Taking your profits.
and
I
taking
don't
your
know.
profits. Profits. Man, I like Tesla though, babe.
Well,
Divergence on the 5 minute,
if it break this 5,
but you gotta confirm the 15.
so you got
15.
4 minutes.
15 still can drop.
So just watch this if you want it. All you gotta do is click preview. It's already set.
All right, guys. So right now I'm not in no trades. Okay, right now I'm not in no trades at all. The only thing we took this morning was Google calls, and we already got out of Google calls. Okay. I'm still bullish on Google. I got out of Google. We trimmed on Google, but I closed out the rest of my contracts once I saw it break the previous 15, which I already said it could break the previous 15, go down to VWAP test and bounce off. Right now, that's exactly what it did. It went down to VWAP, bounce off, then came back up, come back up. So right now we could see that push again. The target on Google, the first target is 168.24. If it breaks 168.24, we're gonna see Google push. Okay, Google will push. If we see Google break 168.24, then at that point the next target on Google will be 170, followed by 172. Tesla looks good too. Tesla looks like it wants to reverse. Man, if that 15-minute candle ends like that, Tesla is gonna be if the 15-minute candle ends like how it is right now, it's coming back in, it's coming back down. So that's why I always look at different time frames, because on the 5 minute it looks good. Um, you have that divergence set up on the 5 minute, but there's no setup that can happen as far as divergence for the 15 minute. So that means that we still can go lower because there's no setup for a divergence on the 15 minute. If I saw a divergence set up on the 15 minute as well, I would have got excited. But there's no need to get excited because that means that Tesla still can continue to fall. Um, if, however, Tesla break this 15-minute candle high, then we're gonna push back up to VWAP at 179. I have a hard stop in the next 17 minutes, so um, I'm gonna be off in the next 17 minutes. If you guys are checking in right now, I only trade options right here on this account. I do futures as well, but I don't do futures live. But I also trade futures as well. Look at that, cool Google coming right back down. Psych everybody out. Mm. Microsoft is looking good. Yeah, Microsoft is looking good. Let me know in the chat, guys. I got 15 minutes. Let me know in the chat what y'all looking at, and I'll take a look at it. Let me see if there's any other opportunities out there. Watch Google right here. Pay attention to Google. Um, Literally, if we have a break of this 15-minute high, then Google can push again. Not can, it will push again. Okay. But what's going to happen is we have this level at 160, 66.90. The last three candles was 166.90, 166.89, and 166.85, right? Then 166.67. We have a reversal right now on the 15-minute to the upside. Did it break yet? No, did not break yet. Same high. Did not break yet. We didn't break yet. We looking good to the upside though. All right, we just broke on Google. Back to the upside. Where's the wife when you need her? Hold on. Hold on. It's hitting on this level right here. It's still hitting yesterday's high and rejecting off of yesterday's high. So if you look at this right here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 candles that closed under yesterday's high. Okay. We have 4 candles that closed under yesterday's high. So you want to pay attention to that. Where's the 30-minute candle? 30-minute candle went down. Yeah, we're going to push. All right, guys. So I'm going to hop in some Google calls again. All right. So I just hop into some Google calls again, guys. I just hop into some more Google calls again. What is this? Microsoft. Mm. Yeah, everything right now is looking to the upside. Meta is looking to the upside. Google is looking to the upside. Everything went down. Test VWAP, bounce off of VWAP. SPY is probably looking to the upside as well. On a 15-minute. Is this a 15-minute SPY? Yeah. Yeah, so SPY is looking to the upside as well on a 15-minute. So I just jumped back into Google calls again, guys. Just jumped back into Google calls again. Earlier I did Google calls. We got out of Google calls, took profit on Google calls. Saw the drop to the downside, so I got out. Again, I figured it will come down and test VWAP, bounce back off, which it did. But I waited again till I see another reversal. So now it reversed back to the upside on the 15-minute. So I took the call back into Google. First target is going to be 166, 168.24, followed by 170, followed by 172. Those are going to be the targets. 168.28 is going to be weekly high. We already broke day high, so we're looking for weekly high to be tested. And then once we break weekly high, then we're going to be looking for the target, which is going to be at 170, followed by 172. Yeah, everything is looking to the upside. We have full time continuity as far as full time um, on all time frames on Google to the upside. Let me see. Got 9 minutes left, guys, and then I'm jumping off. So make sure you're watching your trades. I got 9 minutes. My hard stop is at 11 o'clock. So right now I'm in Google calls. I jump into some uh 170 calls on Google. Okay, my average cost is 95 on Google. 170, my average cost is 95. Okay, right now, not up by much, just up by a little bit. To be honest with you, I might hold on to these. I might trim some though.
Y'all, come help me today.
Yo, I already told you guys, like I practice what I preach and I practice taking profits. Okay. So once I take profits, then afterwards I'll hold some runners. I like Google to the upside. I'm gonna tell you guys that. I like Google to the upside. So with that, um, make sure that you're taking profits as you go. Make sure you're taking profits. We're getting to a level, guys, where it's been rejected. Okay, we've been rejecting that 166.90 range. We've been rejecting it all morning. Okay. Yeah, so we've been rejecting that area all morning right now. So we need to see a break of that. But on the daily, let me show you guys what I said. On the daily, we broke on the daily already, which you could mess around right here for all day. We can consolidate, which I don't like the idea of consolidating all day, right? But on the weekly time frame, we already broke to the upside. So on the weekly time frame, we're broke to the upside. So the next target, like I said, is 168.28. We have a 3-1. Normally, when it break that level, we're gonna have a push to the upside. We should have a push to the upside. Okay. Um, so that's the strategy as far as the trading strategy that I go by. Now, once it breaks 168.24, that means that it'll be breaking the monthly high. Okay. So if it breaks the monthly high, at that point, we reverse on the month. So that means that if we reverse on the month, we're going to have some kind of resistance at 170. Okay. We're going to have some type of resistance at 170. Why? Because the simple fact that it's a psych level, we might have a reversal or some kind of tension right there. Now, if we don't touch 170 today, we'll gap through it. If anything, we might not touch it. We might just gap through 170 the next day. Okay. That's a way for us not to even touch on it. So we might gap through it on the next day. But if we go up to 170 today, then we might have some type of tension right there as far as rejection right off the bat, because people are going to be taking profit right there. Then once we hit 170, Then the next target is 172. Why 172? On the monthly time frame, right now, the VWAP is at 172. Okay. So we're going to go up, test VWAP, and then kind of bounce off of VWAP before continuing up. So that's the next level to take profit. Then you have 173.67. That's the body of the weekly candle or the monthly candle. Sorry, not the weekly candle, the monthly candle. Price always respect that level. Okay. Price is going to respect the opening and the close. It's going to respect four levels: the opening, the close, and the low, which are the wicks. Is going to respect those. Is going to respect also the body of the candles. Okay. Those are where price started and ends. So those are ranges. So expect some type of pullback, some type of pullback before push through. Sometimes it can go right through it, but expect that level to be touched. And when it touch, you might have some type of sell off. So you could take profit right there. The next level afterwards is going to be the high of that, which is 177. I have it a little bit higher. It should be 166, 170. I have 177.04. This is 176.90. 177 is fine. 177 is fine. Also watch Tesla, guys. Tesla is reversing, not yet, but Tesla looked like it wants to reverse on the 15-minute candle. If Tesla reverse on a 15-minute candle, then we could come back up to 160.
Are we looking for that trade?
Not 160s. If Tesla reverse on the 15-minute, then we're looking at 179 as thing. Tesla just reversed. So Tesla is a call to 179. Sorry, not 179, 279. We have 3 minutes left in this candle. We could see that push up on Tesla. No, I'm not in Tesla. I'm in Google.
Oh.
I'm in Google right now. I'm in Google calls, but if anybody wants to jump in Tesla, you could jump in Tesla. I'm already in 2 trades for the day. So, all right, we just broke day high, guys. We just broke day high on Google. We just broke day high. So we're pushing right now. Want to see this push on Google? We have 2 minutes left in Google. We want to see a nice push here on Google. Right now, we're up 5% on the contracts. See how long this take to break? Got 1 minute left.
Oh, man.
1 minute left in a damn 1 hour, and then you want to. Yeah, Tesla is a good reversal to the upside. Tesla is a good reversal to the upside. Probably want to wait. You can, but Tesla can push all the way back up here.
That's what we want.
Within the next minute. It can push up within the next minute. But if you wait on Tesla and it stays right here, then the break of this 15-minute to the upside, you take it back up to VWAP. What's up, Google? What's up, Google? Why you not moving, Google? All right, guys. So right now I'm up 5% on Google calls. I have 170 calls on Google. I'm up 5% on that. Okay. I don't normally take anything off until close to 10%. Not close to. I like trimming at 10%. I like taking something off at 10%. Okay. Normally when I'm up 5%, I don't like trimming at 5%. But I hate if I go back into the red. So that's why I always tell people to make sure you're taking profit. Right here, Google is I'm bullish on Google to the upside. So just pay attention. Because this is the end of the 1 hour, we can come all the way back down, unfortunately, on Google. So we can come back down on Google right here on the 1 hour. So right down here, we could come all the way back down here in Google before we bounce up. Okay. So you have to pay attention to that. 15-minute come back in. You have to pay attention to that as well. So make sure you're monitoring your trades. If you jump in with me, you should already be up. Just monitor your trades. Make sure that you're not taking any big losses. I'm going to keep mine at the bottom of this 15-minute candle. I closed my last one because of that, because it broke the last 15-minute candle when I shouldn't have. But I'm sticking to my trading plan. Okay. And my trading plan is if it breaks the 15-minute, then I'm getting out. With that said, guys, monitor your trades. We did good on the first Google trade. We're up on this Google trade right now. So just make sure that you're monitoring your trades, and then y'all should be fine. All right. We're up right now. 3% as far as that. We're up 3% on Google. That's about it. All right. Tesla, I like Tesla to the upside, guys. I like Tesla to the upside. I break up this 15-minute candle on Tesla, and we're going to push to 179. Okay. I break up this 15-minute candle, and we're going to push to 179. Apart from that, guys, hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Today's Monday. Don't overtrade. Make sure you start the week with a green and just continue with your green. All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow.